The world is quiet right now. While most people are still asleep, dreaming average dreams. This moment, this silence, it belongs to those who refuse to be ordinary. It belongs to the ones who decide to rise, to break patterns, to become the exception. Look around you. Everyone is moving, yet few are truly going anywhere. Same routines, same excuses, same fears. Most people live life on repeat. They follow paths chosen by others. But you are not born to blend in. Ask yourself one honest question. Is this the life you imagined? Or is it the life you settled for? Because settling is easy. Comfort is seductive. But comfort kills greatness. And greatness demands a decision. Every exceptional life begins with a decision. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. A decision to suffer temporarily instead of regretting permanently. A decision to rise while others remain asleep. A decision to become different. Growth is painful. Let me say that again. Growth hurts. It demands sacrifice. It demands discomfort. But pain is the price of progress. And those who avoid pain avoid greatness. Excuses sound convincing in the moment. I am tired. I'll start tomorrow. I don't feel motivated. But winners don't wait for motivation. They move on discipline. And discipline creates destiny. Feelings lie. They beg you to quit. They whisper comfort. Discipline doesn't negotiate. It shows up whether you feel ready or not. And every time you choose discipline, you separate yourself from the average. The path to greatness is lonely. Few will understand your journey. Many will question your choices. Some will laugh. Others will doubt you. But remember this. You aren't meant to walk with the crowd. Rejection isn't failure. It's preparation. Every closed door sharpens your focus. Every no builds resilience. Every setback strengthens your character. The exception isn't protected from rejection. They're forged by it. Here's the truth. No one tells you. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to push you. No one is coming to rescue your dreams. It's on you. Always has been. Always will be. The moment you take full responsibility, everything changes. Your failures become lessons. Your struggles become fuel. Your pain becomes power. Victims wait for excuses. Leaders take ownership. Greatness isn't built overnight. It's built in small, boring moments. Showing up when no one is watching. Winning the day, every day. Stacking small victories. Consistency beats talent when talent quits. That's how exceptions are made. Most people quit when it gets uncomfortable. They stop when it gets hard. They give up when it gets real. But that's exactly where separation happens. When others stop, you continue. That's the difference. Character is built in storms. Not when everything is easy, but when life hits hard, when plans fall apart, when motivation disappears. That's when true strength is revealed. That's when exceptions are born. Everyone has an opinion. Most of them are useless. Noise distracts purpose. Comparison kills focus. Stop listening to voices that don't live your life. Move in silence. Let results speak. The exception understands sacrifice. Short-term pleasure or long-term pride. Easy now or powerful later. They choose discipline over distraction. They delay gratification because they know one thing. Temporary pain leads to permanent results. Failure isn't the end. It's feedback. Every mistake teaches. Every fall strengthens resolve. The exception doesn't fear failure. They fear staying the same. So they rise again and again. Momentum is powerful. Once you start winning small, you start believing bigger. Confidence builds through action. Success compounds. And suddenly, you're no longer chasing greatness. You're becoming it. Learn to listen to your inner voice. Not fear, not doubt, but the voice that whispers truth. The voice that knows you're capable of more. That voice is your potential calling. Don't ignore it. Answer it. Your environment shapes you. Your circle influences your standards. If you stay around average, you'll live average. Upgrade your surroundings. Protect your energy. Exceptions choose growth over comfort. The biggest battle is in your mind. Doubt lives there. Fear lives there. But so does power. Once you change how you think, you change how you live. Mindset separates the ordinary from the exceptional. Limits are learned. They are not real. They're taught by fear. Unlearn them. Push beyond what you believe is possible. Because the moment you break one limit, you unlock a new version of yourself. Resilience is quiet strength. It doesn't scream. It endures. It persists when everything says stop. The exception isn't the strongest or smartest. They're the most resilient. They refuse to quit. Time doesn't wait. It doesn't care about excuses. Every second you waste is a second you never get back. The exception respects time. They invest it wisely because they understand its value. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. You don't need permission. Build quietly. Grind silently. And when it's time, let success make the noise. Doubt will come back. It always does, even when you're doing everything right. But doubt is just a test of belief. The exception pushes forward anyway, because belief is stronger than fear. Pressure breaks the unprepared, but purpose sustains the committed. Know your why. Anchor yourself to it. When things get heavy, purpose keeps you moving. That's how you endure. Self-respect changes everything. You stop tolerating less. You stop accepting excuses. You demand more from yourself. The exception doesn't chase approval. They earn respect through action, starting with self-respect. Every day is a battle, not against others, but against your weaker self. When the morning, when the habits, when a mindset, and you in the day, the exception commits fully. No backup plan, no escape route, because plan B creates doubt. When there's no alternative, you find a way. Always. Hard choices now. Easy life later. Easy choices now. Hard life forever. The exception understands this trade. They choose discipline over regret. Every single time. This isn't just about success. It's about legacy. What you leave behind. What you stand for. Who you inspire. The exception lives with purpose. They build something that lasts. There will be dark days. Days you question everything. Days you feel invisible. But darkness doesn't mean failure. It means transformation is happening. Stay the course. Dawn always comes. Talent fades without consistency. Motivation fades without discipline. But consistency compounds. Day after day. Week after week. That's the real secret. That's how exceptions are built. There's a fire inside you. A hunger. A drive. Don't let it die. Fuel it with action. Protect it from doubt. That fire is your edge. Confidence without humility becomes arrogance. Stay grounded. Stay hungry. Always be a student. Growth never ends. The exception remains humble. Even when winning, the world changes. So must you. Adapt or fall behind. Learn relentlessly. Evolve constantly. The exception never stops improving. They stay ahead. It's not about time management. It's about energy management. Protect your focus. Guard your mind. Rest when needed. Recover to perform. The exception trains smart. Results take time. Progress is invisible at first. Trust the process. Trust the work. Trust yourself. Those who quit early never see results. The exception stays patient. You feel it, don't you? You were never meant to be like everyone else. You think differently. You want more. That's not a weakness. That's your calling. That's your advantage. Ideas are cheap. Dreams are easy. Execution is rare. The exception acts. While others plan endlessly, they move. And movement creates momentum. Chaos will surround you. Distractions will pull you. Stay locked in. Stay focused. Consistency in chaos is power. The exception remains disciplined. No matter the environment, discomfort is the gateway to growth. Run toward it. Embrace it. Let it sharpen you. Comfort weakens. Challenge strengthens. The exception chooses discomfort daily. Your mind is either your weapon or your prison. Train it. Discipline it. Control your thoughts. Because once you master your mind, nothing can stop you. Belief is built, not given. Through action. Through effort. Through proof. Do hard things daily, and your belief will grow. The exception believes because they've earned it. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes don't own you. Let go. Learn from it. Move forward. The exception isn't trapped by yesterday. They build tomorrow. Raise your standards. For your work. For your habits. For your life. You get what you tolerate. The exception tolerates nothing below excellence. And that changes everything. Show up. Even when tired. Even when unmotivated. even when unnoticed. Success rewards persistence. The exception keeps showing up until results are inevitable. Nothing worth having comes easy. Earn your success. Earn your confidence. Earn your respect. Shortcuts rob you of growth. The exception takes the hard road and becomes unstoppable. Mental toughness is built through discomfort, through discipline, through adversity. Train your mind like your body, because when things get hard, mental strength decides everything. Normal is crowded. Average is common. Be uncommon. Be disciplined. Be focused. Be relentless. That's how you become the exception. Never get comfortable. Never get satisfied. There's always another level, another challenge, another version of you. The exception stays hungry. Always. Before you lead others, lead yourself. Control your habits. Control your time. Control your mindset. Self-leadership creates self-mastery. And self-mastery creates greatness. Not someday. Not later. Now. This is your moment. This is your chance. Don't waste it. Become the exception. Push harder. Dig deeper. You're closer than you think. Don't stop now. This is where most quit, and where legends are made. Keep going. Life will test you, again and again, not to break you, but to reveal you. Stand strong. Stay disciplined. The exception rises under pressure. Respect isn't demanded. It's earned. Through actions. Through consistency. Through integrity. The exception doesn't chase respect. They attract it. Never settle for less than your potential. Never accept mediocrity. Never compromise your standards. You are made for more. Demand more from yourself. That's the path of the exception. That's the path of greatness. Some days feel pointless. Some efforts feel invisible. Keep going. Growth is happening beneath the surface. Trust the process. Trust the work. The exception sees what others can't. Stay true to yourself. Not trends. Not opinions. Not noise. Authenticity is power. The exception walks their own path. Unapologetically. You control your story. Not your past. Not your circumstances. Your choices define you. Write a story worth remembering. The exception authors their life. With intention. Imagine reaching the end. Looking back. No regret. No what if. Only pride. Because you gave everything. That's the exception's reward. Struggle shapes strength. Pain creates resilience. Adversity builds character. Without struggle, there's no growth. The exception doesn't avoid hardship. They use it. They grow through it. You are capable of more than you know. More than you believe. More than you've proven. Push past doubt. Unlock your potential. The exception believes first. Then proves it. One day, or day one. You decide. Change doesn't wait. Action creates momentum. Start now. Become the exception. Stay sharp. Stay disciplined. Stay hungry. Complacency kills progress. Excellence requires vigilance. The exception never relaxes standards. They stay ready. This is the difference. Most talk. Few act. Most quit. Few persist. Most follow. You lead. You become the exception. There are no shortcuts. No hacks. No easy way. Just work. Consistency. Discipline. The exception earns every step. Stand firm. When pressure hits. When doubt creeps in. When others walk away. Your commitment defines you. The exception doesn't bend. They endure. Your future self is watching you right now. Watching every decision you make. Every excuse you accept. Every time you quit or push forward. They are begging you not to stop. Not to settle. Not to waste this moment. Quitting has a cost. It costs you confidence. It costs you self-respect. It costs you the life you could have lived. Pain fades. Regret doesn't. The exception understands that. This is where it all comes down to one choice. Stay comfortable or step into discomfort. Stay average or demand greatness. No one can choose for you. This moment defines everything. There will be nights you feel empty, unmotivated, questioning why you started. That's not weakness. That's transformation. Growth feels lonely before it feels powerful. Stay in it. This is the final test, not of strength, but of will. Anyone can start. Few can endure. This is where legends separate. This is where you prove who you are. No one is clapping for you right now. No likes. No recognition. Good. That's where real warriors are built. The exception doesn't need applause. They need progress. This is your rebirth. The old version is gone. The excuses are gone. The fear no longer controls you. You move with purpose now, with clarity, with power. Become so disciplined, so focused, so consistent, that your old self wouldn't recognize you, that your doubters stay silent, that your results speak loudly. That's the exception. Let them watch. Let them doubt. Let them talk. You don't owe explanations. You owe results. Silence them with consistency. Shock them with discipline. This is your era, your season of dominance, your time to rise. You've suffered enough. You've prepared long enough. Now it's time to execute. Now it's time to win. Remember this moment. Remember this feeling. When life tests you, remember who you decided to become. Not ordinary. Not average. Not like everyone else. You chose discipline. You chose sacrifice. You chose greatness. You became the exception.